COVID-19 pandemic in Uttar Pradesh. Introduction to COVID-19. The World Health Organization has declared the coronavirus disease 2019 COVID-19 a pandemic. A global coordinated effort is needed to stop the further spread of the virus. A pandemic is defined as occurring over a wide geographic area and affecting an exceptionally high proportion of the population. The last pandemic reported in the world was the H1N1 flu pandemic in 2009. On 31st December 2019, a cluster of cases of pneumonia of unknown cause in the city of Wuhan, Hubei province in China was reported to the World Health Organization in January 2020. A previously unknown new virus was identified, subsequently named the 2019 novel coronavirus. This novel coronavirus was named coronavirus disease 2019 COVID-19 by World Health Organization in February 2020. What is coronavirus? As you can see the diagram of COVID-19 on the screen. Coronavirus are a family of viruses that cause illness such as respiratory diseases or gastrointestinal diseases. Respiratory diseases can range from the common cold to more severe diseases. For example, Middle East respiratory syndrome and severe acute respiratory syndrome. A novel coronavirus is a new strain that has not been identified in humans previously. Once scientists determine exactly that coronavirus it is, they give it a name. Coronavirus got their name from the way that they look under a microscope. The virus consists of a core of genetic material surrounded by an envelope with protein spikes. Coronaviruses are zoonotic, meaning that the viruses are transmitted between animals and humans. The source of the COVID-19 is yet to be determined, but investigations are ongoing to identify the zoonotic source to the outbreak. Second one is objectives and hypothesis. In the present time, the growth profile of COVID-19 has been analyzed in two segments. That is, one is for India and another is for the Uttar Pradesh, consisting of all affected districts. For each of the segments, the analysis has been done in terms of two factors, which first one is total COVID-19 positive cases and second one is total COVID-19 death cases. The null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis were designed as follows. H0. The COVID cases are not significantly growing week by week in Uttar Pradesh. H1. The COVID cases are significantly growing week by week in Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, it was statistically analyzed whether COVID positive and death cases are significantly increasing in India. The null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis were as under. Null hypothesis. The COVID cases are not significantly growing week by week in India. Alternate hypothesis. The COVID cases are significantly growing week by week in India. The third one is most important part of statistical analysis, materials and methods. Firstly, it was statistically analyzed whether COVID-19 positive and death cases are significantly growing in India. Paired t-test for two sample means were done in Excel to assess whether the COVID-19 positive and death cases are significantly growing. Considering the fact that the actual corona threat to India is cumulative in nature, which asks for disposing of all outstanding cases, the parameter for testing was taken as total confirmed COVID-19 cases and not the new COVID-19 cases on a particular date. The test period was selected from 5 March to 6 May and analysis in a week-wise manner for cases in Uttar Pradesh and India. The tests were done with 5% level of significance. The p-values obtained in the tests for paired 2 weeks means COVID positive and death cases in Uttar Pradesh are presented in table. Similarly, it was statistically analyzed whether COVID positive and death cases are significantly increasing in India for a test period of 5 March to 6 May. The p-values obtained in the test for paired 2 weeks mean COVID positive and death cases in India are presented in table. Further trend analysis was done for assessing the growth pattern of total positive cases in Uttar Pradesh. The graph was plotted considering number of total COVID-19 positive cases in the vertical axis and corresponding date in the horizontal axis for analysis of spread of corona positive cases in Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, the graph was plotted for cases in India. The charts were plotted considering number of total COVID-19 death cases. अब बारी है परिणाम की। In case of Uttar Pradesh, since all the p-values are much lesser than the level of significance for positive cases, it can be concluded that the COVID-19 positive cases are significantly growing week by week during test period, that is H1 is accepted. In the same line, it can concluded from the p-values of death cases in Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, in case of India, since all the p-values are much lesser than the level of significance for positive as well as death cases, it can be concluded that the COVID-19 positive and death cases are significantly growing week by week during test period. That is, H1 is accepted. Now it's time to conclusion. It is observed from the growth trend of COVID-19 in Uttar Pradesh and India that the disease is exponentially growing in recent times. We all are passing through a testing time wherein our precautionary measures play a vital role to combat the corona battle. Apart from social distancing and self-hygiene, we can include more flavin-rich fruits and vegetables in our regular diet, which will help in boosting up our immunity against COVID-19. Since the vaccine of COVID-19 is yet to be discovered, prevention is the best tool we have to fight the pandemic and downturn the dangerous growth trend of COVID-19.